Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're well. Thursday it is. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here with us. Glorious day here in the northeast. I must just say, finally, spring has sprung. I think today is the first official day of spring. It's the spring equinox today, isn't it? 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of nighttime. We've got that exact split and it's getting lighter, it's getting warmer. So yeah, we're all good. And we're all happy about today as well because we have got a brilliant lineup of shows for you. Super lineup of shows with a super lineup of all your favourite experts and your favourite presenters. I mean, you just wouldn't really want for more today. Let me tell you what is coming up. I've actually got so many cue cards. Cartload tonight is going to be amazing. The Hottie Scott is going to be in for that one. Craigle Bagel. We've got loads of great deals. Buy one, get one free. We've got limited stock deals. We've also got a section on the show tonight where we have 10 deals that are priced at £10 or $10. Within that particular section, you will find, I think, certainly two of the best deals this week. I won't say too much more about that, but I've had a little bit of a scoot through there and there are two absolute outstanding deals. You'll be able to see them on the web right now. See if you can pick out the ones that I picked out. Also, the middle show is two shows in one, basically. We are starting off with a craft along, which is all about your everyday sparkle. And then we've got a fantastic Colour Me Happy as well. And that's going to be concentrating on all things liquid watercolour, amongst other things. And of course, the preview of all of that is right now in Wake Up Call. So yes, a busy old day. I feel like we've got a little bit of everything today, which is marvellous. And as I said, we've got a little bit of everything when it comes to our experts as well, because Craig a little bit later on, just coming in for the one show. He's probably out enjoying the sunshine, isn't he? That's probably what he's doing. He probably looked ahead, saw the weather forecast and was like, oh, I'll stay in my garden now and get a suntan. So he's coming in later, but thankfully we've got one of the very best to do the shows whilst he's not here. It is our very own Lily. Thanks for filling in, Lily.
One of the best. Wow, I'll take that. I'll have that in writing, please. One of the best. One of the best. What we don't know. One of the best filler-innerers. Yes, yeah, I'll take that title for sure. But I am delighted to be here. Craig can stay out in the sunshine for all we care. We're here in the studio. We've got some fantastic deals coming up throughout the course of the day and a craft along as well. Lots of sparkly things coming up on this afternoon's show. So I hope you can stay tuned. Lots coming up, lots in store. We'll bring the sunshine inside with myself and Ben.
Do you know what? Right, I always do these things because I like to stir the pot just a little bit. And I know that Craig is always watching, and I've thrown this one out right, and I've got a catch. I wish I'm working and doing emails. He's put. Is he in the garden though? Craig, where are you, please? And he's in the beer garden, Johnny's just said. Now I'm sure he's in his office working very hard.
His outdoor office is that. His office in the garden. He's set up a temporary office in the garden. He's there sunbathing, having the time of his life, apparently doing his emails. But do we believe that? Do we heck?
Producer Johnny says we need photographic proof, please, Craig. If you could send that through as to where you are currently working from home, that would be great. We're only teasing, of course. Right, let's get into it. Radical Rachel on the socials this morning. PB Brewer Martin says, good morning and officially welcome spring. There you go. To Lily and Ben, CTV Socials, Warehouse and all of you. A special shout out to the Warehouse. I placed an order on March the 15th and it arrived to South GA yesterday. Julie's joined us in sunny Ipswich. Hopefully it's sunny wherever you are today. Stephen joins us saying good afternoon to Lily and Ben. Hi to Elsie saying good morning, Lily, Ben, team and all. Hope all is well and you're all having a lovely day. Trudy joins us. Pat Demarest says a lovely good morning to everyone from New Jersey. And Wendy Graham says good morning everyone. It is a beautiful day in Newcastle. Linda Sadler is in from a sunny Pennsylvania where the sun is shining everywhere. This is brilliant. Goddess says it is lovely here in Richmond, VA for now, but storms are expected later. Karen Fisher's in Florida, looking forward to today. You say I'll be watching CTV and making cards. Can't ask for a better day. And Jeannie says good morning from Grafton, Massachusetts.
Oh, we've got a photo.
We have photographic proof. He is not dans les jardins, as they say.
How do we know that's today, though?
Producer Johnny's going, he's photoshopped it. He's photoshopped it. Look, there you are. We know, look, there you go. There's you in the background, so we know that is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That does look suspiciously like a Photoshop there, doesn't it?
Good work, Craig. Keep up the good work. We knew you were in the office.
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt. We'll see you later on, yeah? Hi everyone, says Little Bear. Craig is skilled, talented and conscientious. You are just jealous. Oh dear. And Colleen says, morning Ben and Lily and team watching from Florida. Right, let us get into it. Our everyday sparkle showstopper collection. This is incredible. Great value for money, £40 or $48. Everything you're seeing right here, you're going to be getting. If it's gems and it is pearls that you want, you have got thousands of the things here in lots of different sizes. Last chance to get this showstopper as well. I'm just hearing them here. We do not have huge amounts of stock. So within this, you've got 9 colours, 800 3mm in each, and then 5mm, you've got 200. So all the different sizes in there, and then tons and tons of sparkle as well here. So again, 9 colours, 1,000 of the 3mm, in each, and then 250 of the 5mm in each as well. But of course, if you've got loads of sparkle and gems left over from the original Touch of Sparkle, of course you can use those as well. I just think this is brilliant because you've obviously got all of the gems, all of the pearls, and then you've got your stamps and your little templates here as well to personalise all of your projects when it comes to the alphabet. And what's so lovely about this, Lily, is the fact that, yes, you've got the ability to sparkle everything up, gem everything up, but if you just want to use the stamps on their own, you know, without the sparkle, you can, can't you?
Absolutely. We'll actually be doing that in the first demo. I'll show you in the first demo how we can use the outlines as they are and how we can actually bling them up as well. So it's a really useful alphabet set to have in your crafty stash, but don't they look good with all that lovely bling on? They look absolutely fabulous.
Sorry, Johnny's just found one of the 2 deals that I was mentioning.
Oh, wow.
The £10 deals tonight, Lily.
Oh my gosh.
£8 or $8 if you're a platinum member.
You've got to go for that. That's going to sell out. 100% that will sell out. That price is crazy.
There are 50 of them. Is it just 50? There are 50 chances left to grab that. That is it. Normally £25 or $30. There you go. Talking of conscientious, spotted that one this morning. You're welcome, everybody. There are 50 chances. I can guarantee that will not be here for cartload tonight. So there will be 9 £10, $10 deals. Get it whilst you can. Feel free to multi-order as well. Don't worry about being greedy when you see prices like that. So, shall we dive into a little demo with you, Lily, and show us exactly, for people who haven't seen this, how we can achieve this sort of effect?
Absolutely. So we're going to do a little bit of a demo using this fantastic everyday Touch of Sparkle. Now, if we bring in the actual packaging itself, you can see on the front there, not only do you get all the stamps for your letters all the way through from A to Z, you get all of those corresponding sort of stencils as well. And what those allow you to do is allow you to actually line up your gems and pearls perfectly with the letters. You get that perfect placement of your gems. So what we're going to do is going to start off by using the alphabet stamps on their own. Instead of bringing in the gems and pearls, we're going to just show how you can actually use the letters without all that bling. So what we've got is we've got a piece of just some regular white multi-purpose cardstock. I'm going to bring out the letters because we're going to spell out the word hello. So find our H, we shall find our E, we'll find our L, and then we'll find our O. We're going to create a sort of a random stamp background all over our piece of white cardstock. So I find it a lot easier when I'm doing this sort of random stamping, when I want to stamp quite a lot of letters in quick succession. I find it a little bit easier to use my rocker block instead of a stamping platform. So I've got my rocker block, I've got a Misty Morning quick dry ink. Quick dry is going to be your best friend when it comes to getting that lovely crisp stamped impression. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my rocker block with my thumbs at the bottom, fingers at the top, and I'm literally just going to rock from heel to toe, applying pressure all over that stamp, and you can see there you get that lovely perfect stamped impression. Now all you're going to do then is just going to go over the whole piece, just repeat stamping, so using all the 4 letters that we've picked out, and you're just going to carry on repeat stamping all over that piece, making sure we sort of vary up the angles of the letters, going over the edge of the piece as well, just to give you a really nice sort of organic look and feel to this. So you've got your letters all over there, and then all you do is you just carry on with that same technique all over your piece, and that would give you something that ends up looking a little bit like that, which I think is super cool. It looks very sort of organic, very much like it is one of your pre-made papers, which I think is really fun to create. So that's our background, good to go. Of course, we could be adding some of our gems, some of our pearls onto that, but I'm going to leave it as it is because we're going to bring in the gems and the pearls for our focal point. So what we're going to do with that one is we're going to bring in a black matten layer that I've just cut to about 1/8 of an inch larger than that piece. And we're just going to matten layer that onto our black cardstock. So I'll grab my tape pen and we'll just matten layer these two pieces together.
All I keep reading on that card now is hello, hello, hello.
Do you know what? When I created it, I did sort of half think of that. So.
It's such a cool way, though, isn't it, to create like a unique background and you know, just as I say, sort of stamping sort of quite randomly.
Yeah.
To create a really cool effect.
Super fun to create as well, but quick and easy, gives you that really nice effect with just a little bit of stamping over that piece. And like I say, I find it a lot easier when I'm doing my random stamping like this and I'm stamping quite quickly and multiple stamping. I find it a little bit easier to use my rocker block, but of course you can use your stamping platform if you prefer. Then I've just got a card base that I've cut down to, it's about 6 inches by 4 3/4, and then we'll just pop our sort of custom made background piece into the centre of our card base. So we'll just stick that, using our tape pen, sticking that into the middle of our card. And that's our background and our card base, all good to go. But we'll set that to one side for just a moment while we start to bring in our topper. So here I've got a little strip of white cardstock. I've cut it to, it's about 1.25 inches by about 4 1/4. And this is where I'll bring in my stamping platform. Got a fresh brand new one as well. Don't worry, Tracy does know before I ask. I know we've got a lovely clean surface in there. It's still got its tacky.
Where have you managed to get that from?
From Tracy's drawers. Yeah, from Tracy's drawers, yeah.
You've been looking through Tracy's drawers?
Well, Tracy looked through them herself, but yes, I've got this from Tracy's drawers.
She isn't aware?
She's aware. She knows, I know.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Look how beautiful and like clean. Oh, I mean, it won't stay like that for long, like, but it's
sparkling, isn't it?
Shining. Oh, look at that as it catches the light. Anyway, enough of that. So we'll pop our little H onto that piece there. I'm going to work with one letter at a time because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in a selection of sort of rainbow colours. So I'll start off with my Chinese red, one of my quick dry ink pads, and all I'll do is I'll just take my ink pad to my stamp, ink up all over that letter, and then we'll just turn over that lid there and just nice firm even pressure all over that letter. I can see I've missed half of that letter there, so we'll just go back down and press into that once again. And until we're happy that we've transferred all of that ink from our stamp onto the cardstock. I might have got a dodgy one here, it's not stamping out right. So just re-ink again, and then we'll just make sure that our springs are sort of pressing in properly. And then we'll just re-stamp over that area there. So just nice firm pressure over that top section of the stamp. I've got a dud one.
Is that a completely new stamp?
It's a brand new one. It's never been used before. So I'll tell you what I might do is I might use instead, we'll go for our rocker blocks. So we'll move this out of the way. Good old rocker blocks that come to save the day.
We've got those on one of the shows today. I've done so many notes.
One of the 4.
It's on Colour Me Happy.
Colour Me Happy, there we go. So we'll go in with our rocker block. Same sort of idea once again. So just sort of hovering above there, and all we're going to do is just going to rock from heel to toe. There you go. There's the stamp. I'm wondering if with the platform, if the springs aren't sort of springing enough yet.
Oh, right, yeah.
We'll have to have a little look at that between shows. But my goodness me, look at the state of that letter E. It's got gilding flakes all over it.
Oh.
Debbie Fisher, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, Debbie Fisher. Let's blame Debbie.
I think she was the last person to have these on a show, which is why I'm blaming you. I wouldn't otherwise.
Is the reason, by the way, you've got a new stamping platform because I messed up the other one?
Well, I didn't know who it was, but
hang on.
It has got a spring missing. I'll tell you that.
Oh no, the one that I sort of messed up a little bit is over this side.
Messed up a little bit. Yeah. Absolutely butchered.
I got gilding flakes on it.
Oh blimey.
Yeah, that was me. I don't know why that's.
It's not too bad. That's
still quite tacky actually.
Seen a lot worse, has to be said.
Still quite tacky.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, just give it a good old rinse under the tap. I mean, not that you do cleaning like, but if you did.
How very dare you, Lily?
No.
I am I always clean up after myself. I do tidy up. Thank you, producer Johnny.
No, he didn't say you did. He said, did you? He was questioning it. He wasn't confirming it. He was questioning it. No,
I do tidy up after myself. Do you know what? Actually, I do. I'm going to get the vacuum out in between shows because I noticed that my floor this side is looking a little bit messy, which is fine because I'm obviously usually the only person here. But when we had Penny and Emma in earlier in the week from Watercolor, I did sort of panic a bit because I had Emma over this side of the studio for a little while, and I was looking at the floor thinking, oh my goodness, I hope she doesn't look at the floor.
Don't look at the floor.
See what like a messy tyke I am. I'll vacuum after the show.
Well, we'll also need photographic evidence of that just to prove to the people at home that it did happen.
Yeah, we'll have to do it with this. I'll do a video, but I'll do it with the sound down though, because we've got the world's loudest vacuum cleaner in this studio.
It is very loud, it has to be said.
It sounds like, turn it on like 2 or 3 more times, it might explode.
Oh dear. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
No, exactly right. If I'm not here for the next show and Lily's on her own, you'll know what's happened.
Why. Anyway, so while we've been babbling on about cleanliness and everything else, we've just gone ahead and stamped all of our letters onto there. And then all we're going to do is going to bring in our gems. So instead of using our pearls, this time around we're going to use our gems. So on this afternoon's craft along, we'll use the pearls, but just to show you a little bit of variety. So we've got our lovely box of all those gorgeous gems. I mean, have a look at that. Absolutely.
It's like Aladdin's cave, that, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, and you get tons and tons and tons in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by using our template. So here we've got our letter O. And all you need to do is just position that over the top of your stamped image. And the way I find easiest to do this is I'll position this over the top, I'll pop my glue down, and then I'll remove it when I add my gems into that. So I'll just take a few of these gems out of the box here.
Look at that, you've got like a little scoop on the end of your nails there.
Yeah, this is my little technique. The way I find easiest, I don't recommend this, but there you go, a little scoop.
Scoop.
Nice and easy. I mean, I do struggle to pick things up, so that's the easiest way that I've found.
Are they new nails as well?
They are, yes. They're freshly done on Monday night, actually.
Do you ask them to say, can you put a little bit of extra length on them, please, so I can scoop up my gems?
Well, you say that. They are actually a little bit shorter this time round, but I can still scoop, don't you worry.
Can you... Sorry to interrupt. Are you able to talk about your new lashes as well that you were telling us about before the show?
My goodness.
Is that not for air?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. So I went to go and get my lashes done last night after work. So bearing in mind, I went about 5:30. So I've been in the office for a full day. A little bit tired. Yeah. So obviously you have to lie down and you have your eyes closed, and it does take about 2.5 hours. So it is a bit of a marathon, and it was nice and warm in there. I was nice and comfortable. And I could feel myself sort of dozing a little bit, but I was all right. You know, I was still awake. And then the next thing I knew, my mouth was like hanging open. I thought, why is my mouth hanging open? Like, what's wrong with me? And I realised I think I've just been asleep. So, yeah, I did have a little nap. I don't think she noticed, or at least she didn't say anything. But, yeah,
we were all shocked because obviously you with me, and then you got Johnny and Jamie in the gallery. So 3 blokes. We were very shocked as to the process of getting lashes done. They take your eyes down, you were saying.
So yeah, so your lower lashes, because obviously they're just applied to your top lashes, so your lower lashes are sort of taped down, so you can't really open your eyes. So I didn't really have an excuse. I sort of had to have sleep. Exactly. It was just the once. I didn't fall asleep after that. I was so mortified. I sort of was determined to stay awake.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was. I was very embarrassed after.
Just as long as you weren't dribbling when you woke up.
I don't think I was. I hope not. Anyway, if there was a wet patch on the cushion next to my head, then you will have known why. Oh dear.
So funny. Just whilst we're watching you as well, Ash Cambo says, I received my Sparkle showstopper today. Well, you can have a play and take some inspiration from Lily. And Pat says, I was so excited I was able to get the Everyday Sparkle showstopper and bonus buy. I couldn't purchase it the first time. I also did get that watercolour palette. That will go before cartload. And Jeannie says, Ben, the best part of watching these shows is the smile you put on our face. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting some laughter into our day. Well, that is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And you guys know, right, when we're taking the mickey out of each other, it's always done with love.
Absolutely.
We're always having a laugh with each other, and that is what it is all about. Ash says, I like that base that Lily has, which makes the stamp thing sit in the right place. It makes it easy as Lily's, I'm loving the scoop, Lily said, for doing your multiple stamps. Trudy says, I'm loving the colour of Lily's nails.
Thank you.
And I know you're obviously sticking at the minute, but Chrissy's asking about the stamp platform. Greetings from Darlington, says Chrissy Dennis.
Hello, just up the road.
Whoop, whoop. Chrissy Dennis from Darlow. Can you tell me what the frame under the stamping platform is called? Is that the
little white?
The little white thing?
Let's bring it back in.
Yeah.
Are you asking about
I think that.
that. So this is not just a stamping platform, this is our stencil and stamp platform. So that has been designed not specifically for your stamping, but for your stencils. So if you had our floral layering stencils that we brought to you in birthday last year, they have a couple little holes on the stencil, and basically they just hook onto that piece there. But it is removable. You can remove it. You can see there's like a little tab there, and you can remove it. So you don't always have to have that in, but it's specifically for your stencils.
Excellent stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, nice question. So going back to the gems, so what you will have noticed with the first one, I obviously showed you how you can use a template, but I have to admit, that's the first time I've ever used a template. I always, what I do, little secret of mine, I just have a little look at the packaging. It shows you exactly how many gems each one needs on the letter. And I just do it by eye.
Oh, do you?
I have to say, I find it so much quicker and so much easier. Of course, you do have that security of using the template if you find that easier.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I find it a lot easier.
It might be, like you say, it's whatever suits you best, isn't it? But it's nice to have the option there if you want it, you know.
Certainly is, yeah. To have the option's lovely, but I have to say, I've done 3 of those boards, so I've done over 100 letters.
Yeah.
And I find it a lot easier. And you sort of notice sort of patterns in terms of how many gems are on each letter. But of course, you do have that template as well, so it's totally up to you in terms of how you pop your gems on. So all you do is you just carry on adding all your gems onto your little stamped image there, and then you'd end up with something a little bit like that.
And I suppose conversely, so I was thinking about this, you don't, if you just wanted the sparkle without the stamp, you could then just use the template, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you could just bring that in and you could just use that on its own. I never thought of doing that. That's a good idea, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Top tip there.
Thank you so much.
Pat on the back. All the practice you've had in beautiful beginnings crafting.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm full of it.
Absolutely, certainly is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not here next Wednesday, sadly.
No, do you know what?
You?
I was going to be here, but I can say it because I know she won't be watching. It's my mum's birthday next Wednesday.
Oh.
She's 75, and my dad's organising like a bit of a lunch and whatnot. So he messaged me a little while back and said, "Oh, do you reckon there's any chance you could come down and surprise her?" So I'm going down as a surprise for her birthday.
She'll love that. That's lovely, that.
Yeah, so I've taken a couple of days off because it's a long way down to Devon.
Well, yeah, certainly
so
is.
It needs a couple of days.
Certainly is,
So I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. So there you go, a really, really clean and simple, very modern sort of contemporary style card. But I just love that style of card. You've created your own background. So all you've used here is just white and black card. You've not used any coloured card, no pattern papers. But how sort of striking does that look using your fantastic gems onto that? I just absolutely love this touch of sparkle. It's so much fun. Adding bling to anything in my book has to be a good thing. And these are great fun to work with.
Absolutely. It's a really wonderful collection, and hopefully you're seeing how easy it is to use. And like Lilly says, you know, you've got those templates there if you want to use them. If you also find it easier just to you know, stamp the letter down and then pop your bling on without the stencil, then of course you can do that. And as we said, conversely, if you just decide, well, I don't want to stamp, I just want to put the sparkle or the gems down using the stencil, you can do that as well. What's really nice about this too, as I say, is the fact that you have got your 26 stamped letters from the alphabet, which gives you so much in terms of personalisation. So it's a great set for that, as well as the fact that you're getting thousands and thousands of gems, thousands and thousands of pearls in there as well, and then the ability to be able to stamp out and then use those stencils as well, should you wish, to be able to achieve the sparkle or that pearl look with all of the gems that you're going to get. And don't forget, you know, if you did pick up the original touch of sparkle, you have got all of those gems to be playing with too. Also worth bearing in mind the craft along, which this will be featuring on in the first hour of the middle show. We do have all the other bits and pieces as well, including the essentials from the Touch of Sparkle Christmas collection. We've got the wax tool on that show as well, and plenty more. So loads and loads of goodies in that show. That's the first hour of our middle show, which is Craft Along, and then we've got Colour Me Happy as well. Thank you for the lovely comments. PB Brewer Martin says, I love the background, Lilly. Little Bear says, the Lilly scoop method for gems is super. Yeah, try it out. If you've got long nails, give it a go.
Give it a go.
The scoop.
I'd be lost without it. I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have my little Lilly scoop. If I lost that nail, there'd be no gems on anything.
You know, Craig's got his foam pad finger. Lily's got her scoop nail.
Scoop nail. Nail scoop. Scoop nail.
Trudy says, happy birthday to your mum, Ben. Thank you. I shall pass that on to mum. It is, 6 days' time. Pat says, I did not realise there was a circular template with this set. Thank you, Lilly, for showing this.
You're welcome.
And then Dan also says, love your card. We're going to have a short break. Get involved. Have a look at all the deals that we've got. Colour Me Happy, Craft Along, Cartload. Remember those £10 deals? The one with the Moonbeam palette is going to disappear. If you want to pick that Moonbeam palette up for £8 or $8 platinum, I would be getting to the checkout. Right, the 20 have gone. Right, we had 50 about 10 minutes ago. There's now 30 left. That needs to be in your basket now. I would multi-order. As I say, don't worry about thinking, oh, I'm being a bit greedy here. Help yourself, because that is going to be gone by the end of this show. Get the checkouts. When we come back, we'll talk all things liquid watercolour, and we'll show you some deals from Cartload tonight as well. We'll see you in about 4 minutes.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with the lovely presenters.
The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
There's a personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, you got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great. Demonstrators are great.
Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they have become my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And get me a chuckle. It just feels like you're right there in my living room.
Missed your favourite Crafters TV shows this week? Feel like you've missed out on the best crafting deals? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for Second Chance Sunday, your ultimate catch-up on the top 10 deals, demos and must-see moments from the past week. From incredible discounts to inspiring crafting, this is your second chance to grab the best of the best. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Tune in to Second Chance Sunday, only on Crafters TV, because every crafter deserves a second chance.
Cut there.
You do know this isn't a real door, don't you?
Hi everybody, this is Lynn Bledsoe. You asked me why I like or I love Crafter's Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter, and Crafter's Companion makes me look better. It makes me look like a better crafter than I am, because I'm not good at design. So I have the layout collection that helps me with design. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. So I have a template library that gives me lots of new ideas and card bases and things to try. I never know what to put on the inside of the card, so I have the compendiums that have all the sayings for cards, and I never know what color combinations to put together and what goes with what, and so all their collections make it easy for me to know what to do. So that is why I love Crafter's Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before. Thanks, bye.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Halfway through Wake Up Call already. The morning is flying over. I hope wherever you are well, and hopefully you've got the sunshine as well. Just looking out of the studio doors here, I can see the sun shining through. It's a lovely day here in the northeast. Spring has finally sprung. Hopefully the sun is shining wherever you are and you're having a brilliant day. Stay with us. I can guarantee you will have a brilliant day. We've got more previews for you here on Wake Up Call. Then you've got 2 hours with me and Lily. 2 shows built into one, really. Craft Along, followed on to that, we have got the Colour Me Happy show with the liquid watercolours, which we'll look at, and then of course Cartload tonight. One of the Cartload deals, this is exceptional, it's so good. One of our craft kits, one of our collections, this is the Winter Wishes, and what's so brilliant about this actually is the fact that we've smashed the price down. If you are a Platinum member, I know there was a lot of chat in the comments over last weekend and early this week about the prices that we did at the NEC. This is, if you're a Platinum member, equivalent to the price that this was going for over at the NEC, £16 or $16 for a £50 collection, and these were being snapped up left, right and centre because essentially, as we'll go through, we'll chat to Lily as we go, you have everything that you need in one box here, and obviously, as the name suggests, this has got more of a sort of a winter theme to it. Not necessarily Christmas, but, you know, I mean, it is Christmas incorporated in here, but it's nice that it spans outside of Christmas as well for, you know, maybe your Thanksgiving, maybe for harvest, all those different kind of things. And just as we go through, Lily, I mean, it is, isn't it, literally that. Everything in one box that you need. I mean, all that you really need to then provide is sort of, you know, your glues and then you can get creating with all the stamps and dies which incorporate and work so well with the papers and the linen cardstock that you get.
Absolutely. I mean, I love these kits. Just imagine them a little bit like either a Nature's Garden or a Sarah Signature collection, but all contained in the one box. So not only is it convenient that you've got everything all in one space, it's also going to be great for storage as well. So you can pop these beautiful boxes laid and sort of lined up along your shelves in your craft room. They look incredible, but look at the elements you've got in here. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got stencils like you can see there, and that wood grain is going to be a super useful one.
Absolutely.
Whether you're using your inks through that, your sprays, whether you're going to emboss it through your die cutter machine, and the stamps in here are exquisite. The detail within the stamps is amazing. Super, super cute. All those sentiments. Look at that deer. He's gorgeous, isn't he?
Yeah, I love it. And like you said, you've got, you know, this stamp set here, which is, you know, different images and different sentiments. But then you get loads of sets like this here, where you get your stamp and then you die to be able to cut it out. So you've got that old-fashioned style lamp in there. You've got foliage again, so you can multi-cut that and build up your own wreaths. Really lovely size to go through even your smaller machines. You know, using up your scraps of cardstock here as well, which is lovely. Your fir trees. What's so lovely about that as well is you've got like your larger ones, smaller ones, so you can multi-cut these, can't you? Do depth and dimension, and you've got embossability with these as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And when you've got those that sort of embossed in holes within the die there, not only will they emboss, just embossing, but you can also use them as a stencil too. So bring your inks into play, ink through the back of that die, you can use that as a stencil too. Love the fact that everything coordinates together. So like Ben was just been saying, of course you can build together your scenes, build together those compositions, using everything that will mix and match. I know we've called it Winter Wishes, but I'm going to sort of stick my neck out a little bit and say I think it's more autumn and winter.
Yeah.
So I think you can be using it for, not just for winter, not just for Christmas, but for autumn as well.
Well, as like you say, yeah, autumn too. You know, you can even incorporate Halloween into this as well. The fact you've got pumpkins in, I love that, with the little wheelbarrow, the pumpkins. You've got the cute little truck on there as well. So once again, you know, if you wanted to maybe cut out some of the little pumpkins to pop onto the back of the truck, which would be really cute. But it's a lovely little die to be working with. Just show you this stamp and die set as well. So that is a real nice seam builder there. That is the die to be able to cut out this beautiful fireplace here. And then of course you can then hang the stockings from the hearth as well, which is beautiful. And a really handy embossing folder, this one as well. Again, Lily, everyone loves their plaids, and you've got that beautiful plaid design in embossed form as well.
You certainly do. I mean, we've brought you quite a few plaid pads over the years now.
Plaid
pads. So you can sort of create your own sort of effect using your embossing folder. It's going to look amazing if you bring in your letterpress technique, so ink inside the folder, then emboss. Just do it on black cardstock with a bit of gilding wax. But those papers, look at at the detail in those. They are absolutely exquisite. All the layers, you've got the plaid in the background, you've got little toadstools, berries, pumpkins, all those included. All double-sided as well, and they are matte. So if you want to add your inks, if you want to sort of rough them up a little bit using your edge crimpler, or if you want to be edge crimpler, thank you. If you want to be adding those extra details using your gilding flakes, of course you can do that. They are beautiful. I mean, the designs are amazing in this one.
They're stunning. And again, how nice is it to have the double-sided nature of these? And like you say, you've got more sort of plain designs, pattern designs in the background. So if you do want to bring in, you know, your stamps, if you do want to bring in your stencils to those too. And what's so genius about this again is that we supply you with your linen cardstock as well, and it's no accident, of course, that all of the colours here have got that more sort of wintertime autumnal feel to them, and it's no surprise, of course, that all the colours that you are going to get here match up perfectly, or there, aren't we? Match up perfectly and beautifully with the papers that you've got within this kit. So literally, you can open up this box, get crafting straight away with all the cardstock, with all of your linen cardstock, with all the stamps, with all of the dies. I mean, it is just huge. You're getting 24 printed papers, 18 sheets of linen card, and then all of that hardware to go with it as well. And of course, you know, you will run out of the papers and the cardstock eventually, but you look after your stamps, your dies, your stencils, you've got that to use forever, basically. One of the best deals on the show, I think, really. £16, $16 is the price. Do snap that up nice and early, but we've got that tonight for you on Cartload, but you can grab it now, get in before everybody else for that amazing price. There was one just quick question I wanted to ask you, which I saw come in before we move on. We haven't got them in the studio, but you can probably describe this. Ash says, I see that you've got the papers with the sanding block and cloth on later.
Yes, we do.
Any possibility you can tell us how or what the sanding cloth and block is used for? So we've got the cloth and the sanding block. What is that used for, Lily?
Do you know what, Ash, that's such a funny question, because I've just filmed a video this morning where we use exactly that same technique, and some of the marketing and social team had never seen it before. They're fascinated. So the sanding block has been designed to sand a little bit like you'd file your nails using a nail file. It's designed to sand off the surface of your papers. So for example, something like that everyday colour core card that we bring to you. The core of the cardstock is a slightly different colour to the actual surface. So for example, if you emboss it and then sand it back, or just sand it back as it is, what you'll do is you'll reveal a slightly different colour to the core of the cardstock. Gives you a really nice effect by having a slightly different colour sort of showing through. You can do it with things like mirror cardstock, any sort of cardstock that's got a slightly different coloured core, and just have an experiment to find out which papers those are. You can use your sanding block of. Your dust cloth is used basically, once you've sanded back the surface, you will have a little bit of paper fibre on there, a little bit of dust. Just use that dusting cloth to get rid of all those fibres, and you'll be good to go. Now, I think, if I remember rightly, as part of that deal, you do get the everyday colour core card, I think. So you
yes,
get the
you do. It's
handmade
free.
papers. You do. So that's going to work perfectly with a sanding block. Bring in your sanding block, sand away that surface, and it reveals the slightly different coloured core. Hopefully that helps, but it's a super fun technique, and just have a play.
And again, if we get time later on during the show, I'm sure Craig will be quite happy to demonstrate that as well. Linda's just asked, going back to the Touch of Sparkle, she's just asking, can you use any type of glue for this?
Right, so the glue that we've been using is our specialist gem adhesive. Now, as the name suggests, it has been designed specifically for use with your gems and your pearls. It goes on a little bit like your gilding flake glue does. It goes on ever so slightly blue, and as it dries, it goes clear. So it's going to be the perfect glue for all your gems and your pearls. However, if you don't have your gem adhesive in your crafty stash, you can still use your tacky glue. So number one would be your gem adhesive, and then if you don't have that, number two, I would go for your tacky glue, and I'd pop it into one of your little fan tip glue applicators, and that will work a treat as well.
Excellent stuff. Love the papers, says Karen from the Winter Wishes, I think you're referring to. The pugs got me up at 3 a.m.
Oh, dear.
So I had to set my alarm for wake-up call. Those
naughty pugs. I wonder if they're excited about wake-up call. I wonder if that's what it was.
Maybe that's what it was. Were they yapping, or were they jumping on the bed, or what sort of wake-up call was it? I don't know.
Let us know.
Yeah, our Molly's pretty good. I mean, she sleeps downstairs in the kitchen, and she's pretty good actually, so don't really hear a peep from her. She's so active in the day that I think she just sleeps straight through of a night time. She does not stop in the day. Right, liquid watercolours. So this is the second show as well, so don't get confused. The second show is Craft Along first, then into Colour Me Happy. We're going to be concentrating on the liquid watercolours in Colour Me Happy, so the second hour of the middle show. We have got the showstopper option available for you here with all of your liquid watercolours. So you've got your 6 bottles in your Colour Inspirations collection and your 6 bottles in your Colour Essentials collection as well. Take you through the colours and then we'll chat to Lily all around these. So these are all the colours that you will be receiving. Your Colour Inspirations, this one here, you've got your Catkin Green, you've got Seaweed Aqua, Night Blue, Clematis Violet, you've got your Poppy Red, and then you've got your Persimmon Orange. This set is the Colour Essentials, so in here you've got that beautiful black, licorice black, storm blue, you've got your lightning blue, sunflower yellow, magenta rose, and then your elderberry purple. You also get within this showstopper kit, so it was the best way to buy it when we launched it. You basically got everything that you needed for a slightly lower price. In this kit you've got 2 pipettes, you've also got your water spritzer, and there's 2 empty pots in there as well, complete with lids. $33.60 is the platinum price here, $44 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. Let's have a look at these with Lily and talk all around them. Liquid watercolours, small bottles, but a little goes a very long way with these, doesn't it? Leanne was describing the amount that you need to use is the size of a mouse's tear.
I don't like to think of a mouse crying.
No,
I don't like that. A mouse's tear.
A mouse's tear. A happy tear.
A happy tear. If they're happy, then that's all right. Now, these are absolutely amazing. So we're going to sort of delve into these a little bit more on the Colour Me Happy, which I have to say I'm super excited about. I won't tell you one of the techniques that I've discovered now, but let me tell you, when I discovered it the other day, I was rather quite excited. So that's coming up on the second show this afternoon. But I'm going to have a little bit of an introduction on today's wake-up call. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a technique just to show you the basic use of these. They are very much like a watercolour paint as a liquid, if that makes sense. These are dye-based, so it means they're going to be able to mix with water. You can use them with lots and lots of different techniques. It can be a paint, it can be your backgrounds. Lots you can do with these. They come in these lovely little bottles as well, so you can just take the lid off there, and then all we need to do is just screw off that top. And then we've basically got a mini little pipette into the lid there, so you're ready to go as soon as you start using these. Now we're going to do a technique using some of those brand new 3D embossing folders that launched earlier this week. So what we're going to do to start with, you're going to grab now, you will notice very, very soon, between this demo and the craft along this afternoon, this is most certainly my most favourite of all of the designs of the embossing folders, because not only am I going to use it now, I'm also going to use it in the craft along later, but I make no apologies because it's absolutely stunning and it's our carved wood. So here we've got our embossing folder, and all I've got is I've got a piece of our watercolour cardstock. I've just cut that down to size, so I've cut that down to, let's have a little measure of that. It's about 6.5 by about 4 1/4, and that's just going to go inside our embossing folder. Now it's a double-sided cardstock, so it doesn't matter which side of the folder I actually place this into. Pop that in there, and then all we need to do, because this is a 3D embossing folder, apologies if you heard me say this time and time again, but 3D, 3 plates. So one plate is going to be our base plate there, our cutting plate. We'll pop our embossing folder over the top, then we'll bring in our magnetic shim, and then finally our frosted shim goes over the top. So the way I always remember it, I always bang on about this, so I do apologise, but embossing folders, 2D embossing folders, 2 plates, which is your 2 cutting plates, and your 3D embossing folders, 3 plates, which is your cutting plate, your magnetic, and your frosted shim. So that's just run through our embossing machine there, and then that gives us that absolutely gorgeous embossed design. You can see there, even without tilting that to the light, you can see all that gorgeous detail within that design. But what we're going to do is going to bring in, we've just got some water, I've got a cup of water, and I've got a paintbrush, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to damp my paintbrush. I want quite a wet paintbrush for this, and all we're going to do is just going to choose one aspect of the design. So we're going to follow this lovely little flourish that we've got here. I'm going to quite saturate that with water, so quite a lot of water that we're adding onto there, just following that curve of the flourish there, just like so. And once we're happy that we've added enough water to that particular section, all we're going to do is we're going to bring in our lovely elderberry purple. I'm going to screw the lid off, so then we can get our pipette here. And all we're going to do, just over where we've added our water, we're just going to add a few drops of this and get ready to watch it explode. So there we go.
Wow, that's incredible.
And then just the area that you've added the water, it's going to sort of explode and run down just that area. It's not going to go anywhere where you've not added the water. So if we continue to do that on another section there, so we do it just onto this top right-hand corner. So just some water, just a regular paintbrush. I'm using a nice thin paintbrush here.
I wish we had a slow motion playback here. I'd love to see that in slow-mo.
It's a lovely thing to watch, isn't it? Absolutely. So there we've got a little bit more water on that top right-hand corner. Then once again, just grab.
What's this?
Well, get ready for it. Get some watercolour there ready. Woo!
Oh, so good.
Go.
Do another one.
Do another one. Go on then, if you insist. Right. Let's go on to, let's do this one here. Let's do a bit of a longer one. So plenty of water onto here. I know quite often when it comes to our watercolour techniques, we're a bit more stingy with the water, if you like, especially when we're painting. We don't tend to add too much water, but for this, we want plenty of water. Just pick a flourish, make sure you cover it nicely with plenty of water, and then all we're going to do
is that just one drop again? Because it looks, the way it like spreads.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do one drop. We might need to add another one, but we'll start off with one.
One drop.
That's one.
Oh, yes.
And see, it's still travelling all the way along there. We'll add one more up here, I think. There we go. Woo!
I love that. I've never seen that before.
It is so much fun, Ben. Honestly,
Yes.
I've been having the time of my life in my craft room at home playing with this technique. But any sort of area that you're filling with water, so it could be a stamped image, perhaps you've got like a circular stamp, just fill it in with water, and then all you're going to do is just drop some of that in. Start off with one drop. If you need to add more, you can always add more, but you can't take it away, as we always say. So just start off nice and steady, and then it'll just literally explode into that area. It's an absolutely fantastic technique, honestly. This is why I love these liquid watercolours. But we won't spend the whole show doing that. We could probably spend all of colour, be happy doing that. We'd both be quite happy doing that, wouldn't we? So that's our first part of our demo. So we'll leave that to one side. We have done one already that we've just left to dry. The difference with this one is we've just gone in after we've let that dry, we've gone in with our water spritzer just to allow that to explode a little bit more. But what's happened with that is we've lost a little bit of that design of our beautiful embossed design. So what we're going to do in order to remedy that is we'll bring in good old gilding wax. So here we've got our Empire Gold. And we're just going to grab some of that gilding wax out of the pot. Less is more with this. We want to start off with a really, really small amount. And we're just going to go over the surface of our embossed design. And this is going to add us, of course, a little bit of bling to our embossed design. But it's also going to start to bring that lovely swirl design to the fore a little bit more. So we can see that gorgeous design over our liquid watercolour. So using a couple of products, I suppose, in effect, this is mixed media, isn't it, really?
I feel like this is something that needs to be brought to Beautiful Beginnings that I can try.
I promise you next time I'm on.
Yeah.
Well, I am on next week, but not with you. And I think Debbie Fish will probably already know how to do this. But yeah, next time we're on together on a Beautiful Beginnings, we'll do something like this.
Yeah.
I have to say, have you used these watercolours yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, Ben, they are so much fun.
Yeah, they look it.
I cannot tell you, they are so much fun. I could spend the whole day playing with them and showing them techniques. I don't know how we're going to all fit it into an hour, but we'll do our best. But yeah, there is a technique.
If you speed through the craft along.
Yeah. I don't know, can we start early? I don't know. I'm not sure we can. But we've got quite a lot of gem adding to do in the craft along. Yeah. Okay. Got a fair few gems to add. Mind you, I am quite speedy with the gems now. I've had enough practice. You'd hope I am by now. Right. Oh, I love gilding wax. Two fabulous products here working together beautifully. So it's not affecting any of that watercolour underneath. It's literally just adding that lovely metallic sheen over the top. You could add your gilding flakes as well over the top. That would work quite nicely.
Nice
Bring
idea.
in some of your glue. You could sort of use those little glue pens, the ballpoint ones that we bring. Sort of follow the lines of the flourish and then bring in your gilding flakes. That would look lovely, wouldn't it?
That would look really cool.
Really nice.
Yes, there's loads of different options. You're getting loads of love, by the way.
Oh, thank you, guys.
For that technique coming through. Which embossing folder is this, Carol? Is this one from yesterday?
When do we launch them? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yes,
Tuesday?
we have got them on the shop
Tuesday.
today, actually. They're called 3D textured embossing folders, and this one is the carved wood.
Yes.
Good job you like it, Carol, because it's also coming up on this afternoon's craft along.
Phew.
I'm a little bit obsessed with this folder at the moment. We're probably on all of my makes going forward, so I do apologise in advance, but it is a beauty, I have to say. Right, I could continue adding gilding.
And just to say, I'm sorry if I missed out on what you said, but this here is literally, you've just done that technique all over the design to achieve that effect.
Yeah, so then all I did after that is I did just give it a little bit of a spritz of water using my fine spray mister just to sort of allow it to explode a little bit more. But of course you can use it sort of within the confines. So if you leave that to dry, it'll sort of stay along the curves of the flourishes a little bit more contained.
And I guess you could go multicoloured then as well, couldn't you?
Oh gosh, yeah. That would look absolutely good. So, I mean, you could have each different flourish in a different colour and that would look absolutely beautiful. Now, I think I'm quite happy with how that's looking now, so I will leave it as it is. You can see if we tilt that in the light, you can see not only that gorgeous pink colour in the background, but you can also see all that beautiful metallic lustre. Yes. I mean, look at that. I have to say I'm quite pleased with that. That does look very impressive.
Brilliant.
But super easy. I mean, that's the sort of thing a beginner could do. You could get the kids involved. Really easy to create that sort of effect. So, super simple card will just pop together now. So just make sure my mat is nice and clean and dry, so give that a good old wipe. And we're just bringing our mats and layers. So here we've got some black card, and then we've got some of our old gold Centura pearl that we've matted our black onto. We'll add some of our tape pen onto the back of there, and then that will just mat onto a nice thin border of black. Just makes that really bright colour pop, and then bringing in that metallic to match with our gilding wax on our embossed panel. Give that a nice burnish just to make sure all the glue has caught on all those embossed areas. Then all we're going to do is bring in our card base. Card base is measuring about 7 1/4 by about 4 3/4, and then that will just go into the centre of our card base. So some more of our tape pen onto the reverse.
More wows coming in. Melanie D, wow. Jeannie, wow, that is amazing. And another wow. And Ash says, I haven't tried gilding wax yet, but it looks great. Ash,
oh, it is, Ash.
give
You'll
it
love
a go. Once you've tried it,
there's
you'll
no
not
going
stop.
back.
No.
Absolutely, I do love gilding wax. It looks amazing with these folders. This one, if you emboss it in black and add some of your gilding wax over the top, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
I think we've still got 2 of the golds in stock as well. I want to say the Antique and Renaissance.
Which one did I use? Probably the one we've not got in stock, Empire. Can use any though.
Use any, you get the same effect.
Absolutely, and as well, don't forget you can actually blend them together, so you don't just have to go with one colour. A bit like you would with your inks, you can blend the different colours of gilding waxes together to give you a little bit of a different effect, which is a super fun one to do as well.
Yeah.
So we've just got a couple of little strips here, literally the waste that I had at the side of my guillotine when I cut down my mats and layers. So that's just been trimmed into a little bit of a forked end, and then we've just got a little sentiment there. I believe that was from the Verse Compendium, if I remember rightly.
Oh yeah.
Just with some of our circle nesting dies, and we'll add some foam tape. Don't worry, I couldn't create a full card without any foam tape at all, so we do need a little bit of lift onto our sentiment there. So we'll just peel the backing off our foam tape, and that will just sit onto the top of our 2 little sort of banners there onto the left-hand side. Very, very simple in design, but it's all about that incredible technique, using your fantastic embossing folders alongside those lovely liquid watercolours and your gilding wax. How well does that work? If we catch that in the light, oh, look at that.
Brilliant.
Love it. These liquid watercolours, make sure you tune in to Colour Me Happy, because quite frankly, I'm ready to have an absolute whale of a time with these Colour Me Happy, amazing liquid watercolours. So I hope you can join us and hopefully be inspired.
Yeah, certainly lots more inspiration coming up in Colour Me Happy, the second part of our middle show, right? So craft along, then Colour Me Happy. If you want to go for this watercolour, liquid watercolour showstopper in the meantime, those are all the different colours that you're going to be getting. So 12 colours in total. Your colour inspirations here, where you're going to be getting all of the catkin green. You've got the seaweed aqua, night blue, the clematis violet, poppy red, and the persimmon orange. Of course, you're going to be trying the technique that Lily's just shown you, because it is an absolute wow. And then you've got your colour essentials, so 6 more colours in there. Licorice black, you've got your elderberry purple, magenta rose, storm blue, lightning blue, and the sunflower yellow. And again, really nice the fact that we've given you an extra pipette in there, or 2 pipettes I should say. You've also got your water spritzer and then 2 empty pots in there as well with lids, so you can obviously mix and store your different colours in there as well if you want to be creative with your projects. All of that for $33.60 or $44. More of that to come in Colour Me Happy at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Very, very quickly, just before we send you on your merry way for this show, the Cartload show tonight is just absolutely stacked full of deals. There's another tenner deal, which I feel will not be there tonight. It is the frame card kit, Special Moments. This is a £25, $30 kit that you can have for £8 or $8. If I flip that around, you can see exactly what you're going to be getting in there. All of the cards here, the card blanks, and then the actual kits to be able to create the frame to go around the outside. So 20 of your sheets, 20 printed cards, and then you've got your envelopes in there as well, full instructions to put these together. So really cute to be able to create that frame around the outside of the card. Leave them as is if you want, but then of course you can add some florals in there if you wanted to, some decoupage elements as well. It is a £25, $30 bundle for £8 or $8. How many did you say we have left of these, Johnny, now? This will not be here. There's 20 chances left to buy. I'm not going to chuck it. Yeah, he's going to go. There's 20 left. That will not be here later on. And also the way the deal is going on the Moonbeam palette, there's 15 of those left. So we were supposed to bring you 10 deals at £10 or $10. It will be 8 deals at £10 or $10. So get in super duper quick. Cartload tonight. Just to say as well, I know sometimes on Cartload shows we drop in time limited deals. I think everything that is on the show tonight is there now. It should be on the web now. So do shop as early as you can, because it's going to be busy. So that's tonight, live from 5 for 2 hours. Craig will be in for that show. The middle show, second hour is Colour Me Happy. First hour is the craft along with the touch of sparkle. Have you got your project there, Lily?
I certainly do. Yeah, we'll give you a little sneaky peek of what's coming up in the next show in just over an hour's time. I'm going to be creating this card, quite a simple card, but using, yes, you spied it, that beautiful carved wood embossing folder in the background. And it's all about that touch of sparkle. So it can show you how you can create that beautiful technique. Great for your Mother's Day cards. I know Mother's Day here in the UK is coming up in a few weeks' time. But of course, you could personalise that. It could be a name, it could be initials, anything you like. But I'm looking forward to sharing this one with you in just over an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. Lots of people are going to be trying the technique. Love that, says Carol. I'll be doing one hopefully this weekend. And Jeannie says, already inspired. Thank you. So that to come, to look forward to in the next hour. Colour Me Happy, more of the liquid watercolours. Cartload. Also tonight on Cartload, make sure you are watching because I will let you into that little secret. We were half talking about it last night, weren't we, on Beautiful Beginnings. But I'll tell you tonight on Cartload what we've got confirmed for Friday Night Live. Starting this week, we're going to be doing something really, really special where you will definitely want to be watching and shopping. That's all I will say. I know of other things as well, which I definitely can't talk about, but the next few Friday Night Lives are going to be appointments to view for lots of different reasons, and not much more about that can I say. But keep watching through the day, tell you all you need to know about Friday Night Live tonight on Cartload, but more importantly than that, come back in an hour's time for what is going to be a fantastic, inspirational couple of hours. Remember, craft along first, then Colour Me Happy. In the meantime, get those carts and baskets checked out, and Lily and I will see you back here in an hour's time. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.